Yes.
Honorable Speaker, I move the following resolution. This House resolves that due to the circumstances by which Goa, Daman and Diu came to be liberated from Portugal and the consequent conferment of Indian citizenship on those erstwhile Portuguese nationals, the Government of India be requested to permit dual citizenship to those covered by the Goa, Daman and Diu Citizenship Order and who have since registered their births in Portugal by virtue of the Portuguese nationality law as in force, and until such time, those who were under such belief that they had not acquired foreign citizenship by mere registration of their births in Portugal be permitted to cancel their Indian passports and obtain OCI cards. Honorable Speaker,
Speaker, sir, dual citizenship is not permitted as per the provision of Article 9 of the Constitution of India, read with the Section 9 of the Citizenship Act 1955.
I know that it is not permitted, but it is a request that we request the Government of India to make this. That is why I know it is not permitted under Article 9 of the Constitution and also under the Citizenship Act. Now, what has happened here in Kidzala, once Goa became part of India, by virtue of citizenship order, people were conferred with the citizenship of India. So while they still were Portuguese citizens, they were given the Indian citizenship. So they were not voluntarily who became citizens of Portugal. They were already given an Indian citizenship. Now what has happened is, when they were registering their births, because Portugal allowed people to register their births, so when they registered their births, many people got a BI. You know what's the BI is? Billet de Identidad, which is identity card. No, so... Yes, and therefore, under that belief, just by having an identity card, the people believed that there was no citizenship conferred. There is also a letter, a communication by the Honorable NRI Commissioner, Dr. Wilfred Menezes Mishkita, which I am placing on record of the House.
Thank you.
Thank you. Where he says this word, because our Honorable then Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar had said that he will try to sort out this issue with the Government of India. And there was a delegation which went to Delhi. One copy is given for you. No, a copy extra. You can give directly. That one extra copy is there. One for the Honorable Speaker, one is for the Honorable Chief Minister. This is his letter. Look at the second paragraph. He says, it's a pleasure interacting with you and all that, with all these people, which means Honorable Minister for External Affairs, Honorable Chief Minister, and other senior official Minister of Home and External Affairs. Now look at the third paragraph. Secondly, not every Goan born before liberation become a Portuguese citizen by default, and that her registration of birth in Portugal, as per the existing Portuguese laws, will entitle the said person to possess Cartão de Cidadão. And it is this document only, namely Cartão de Cidadão, which makes the applicant a Portuguese citizen. This clearly implies that registration of birth is just the beginning of the process to obtain Portuguese citizenship through Cartão de Cidadão, and the registration of birth by itself in no way gives the applicant the right to be a Portuguese citizen. Billet de Identidad or identity card has been withdrawn, and instead now they have introduced Cartão de Cidadão, which is identified as a Portuguese citizenship. And the Portuguese passport is a travel document that facilitates travel to Portugal, and Cartão de Cidadão is the most important document as far as Portuguese citizenship is concerned. And that is why we repeatedly pointed out at our meeting conveyed by the Honorable Minister on October 29, 2014, that no Goan who has his birth registered in Portugal can travel to that country without obtaining a visa from the Portuguese consulate in Goa. Those having Cartão de Cidadão do not need such a visa, which goes to show that only these people are considered as, by Portugal as having Portuguese citizenship. So why I'm saying this is, NRI Commissioner had gone and he himself has given an official communication. Many people have believed that by mere registration, not getting a citizenship. But the fact is, otherwise what has happened? The law of nationality gives a person who registers the birth attributes of Portuguese nationality, which means virtually the citizenship. But he has not got the card. He has not got a passport. Many people have taken time to obtain that cartão. Many people have taken time to obtain a passport. What is happening is when they are going to surrender the passports, they are faced with a situation by asking when you registered your birth. And when they're going back there, they say, you registered then, you may have got your card later, you might have got your passport later, but you became a citizen then. Even to surrender the Indian passport and get the Portuguese passport, they have to have a valid passport, which means they have to renew that Indian passport. So they are in a quandary now. They have renewed it, and then the passport officer is issuing them notice of revocation by saying, you renewed a passport after registering your birth, and therefore I'm revoking your passport. The effect of the revocation is this: they don't get an OCI card. They won't be entitled to OCI, and they have a visa complication. So how do we help these people? Because they have not made anything. Many of them have not even moved out of Goa. The old people, there are old people who have registered, who have done this registration for the benefit of their children. The children have registered further and they have moved out, but they're still here. So now how do we help these kind of people? It is only by requesting the government of India that if we can do this...
You meant to say they are not having the Portugal passport?
They have not obtained the Portuguese passport. One more, I'll just come to one more thing. We have a case in hand where there was a member of this August House by name of Caitan de Silva. Clearly, every document which we have seen, which was in public domain, showed that he has registered his birth in Portugal. Yet, there was a petition filed in the High Court. The High Court directed the government of India, because it is under Section 9 of citizenship, only the central government can decide on that issue of citizenship. So, government of India had to decide. They failed to decide, a contempt was moved, and finally they took a decision. And I'm placing on the table of the House that after he having registered his birth in Portugal, the government of India, by an order dated 31st January 2017, said this: in exercise, 2 copies are there just to be given. Yeah. In exercise, and I'll just read. In exercise of powers conferred on it under Section 9(2) of the Citizenship Act 1955, and in pursuance to Honorable High Court of Bombay order dated so-and-so, the undersigned, having examined all the papers, documentary evidences placed before me, and after hearing the aggrieved party, is of the firm opinion that Sri Caitan R. Silva, son of Sri João Roque Silva and resident of so-and-so, Vaswada, Benali, Goa, is a citizen of India and not a Portugal national. So, see the circumstances, it can't be one has one order and other has a different order. People are confused what is the situation. So I think if we can just help them, I'm not saying government of Goa can take a decision. All that we can do is, we can take a resolution, so we can forward to the government of India, and the government of India can take a decision. I'm not saying that immediately they should give us a dual citizenship. It's a very complicated thing. I know that even it has ramifications, political and economic, and so the government of India will take its time to take a decision. There's the Indian diaspora which is demanding it. The Singhvi report is there also in favor of it. Yet they said we will start with the PIO, OCI card, and everything started. And it's virtually giving another citizenship, but not all full-fledged citizenship, your OCI cards. So this is my request. And there is the office memorandum of the Passport Office, the Ministry of External Affairs. I'll just give this one.
I'd read the copy.
Meantime, I'll just point out what it is. Here, the question has been, when do they surrender the passport? So the time limit has been given of 3 years from the date of acquisition. Now, these people have not applied even within 3 years. They've applied beyond 3 years for surrender of their passport. So the question has become now, if you have crossed the 3 years, they're not giving you a chance to surrender. They're giving you a revocation of the passport. So this is here, who person acquires Indian passport in the capacity approaches this so-and-so within 3 years of acquisition, foreign national for surrendering, he does not use the Indian passport after 3 months of the grace period. So these are all conditions which they have said. And I think that if we can help the people, I think it will be going a great way, because people who are actually having done the registration, have never had that intention of going and settling anywhere out of India. Even the citizenship rules speaks of the proof of citizenship will be upon acquisition of the passport, foreign passport. I'll just read that rule. Where a person who has become a citizen, Indian citizen by virtue of Govardhan citizenship order or the Dadra, Nagar and Haveli citizenship order issued under so and so holds a passport issued by the government of any other country. That is the one, foreign passport. The fact that he has not surrendered said passport on or before 19 January 1960 shall be conclusive proof of his having voluntarily acquired citizenship of that country before that date. And one more thing, the fact that an Indian citizen, this is rule 3, fact that a citizen of India has obtained on any date a passport from the government of any other country shall be conclusive proof of his having voluntarily acquired a citizenship of that country before that date. So the passport, the government of India itself by the rules is accepting that that will be the conclusive proof of having acquired a citizenship. So my request is that at least we look at it leniently, and if the government of Goa can and our house can take a decision in this regard. I'm obliged.
Yes.
Before going ahead, फुडले उलयतले ताच्या पयलीं तुमी इशू रेज केला. इट इज अ सिरियस इशू आनी इट इज एन हेल्पफूल फॉर दी सिटिजन्स. म्हणजे हेजे नंबर कितलो आसतलो म्हाका खबर ना. आमचोय कन्सर्न तो आसा की तांकां मदत करपाक जाय. वी आर विथ यू फॉर दीस, बट दीस मॅटर इज रिलेटेड टू द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ द एक्सटर्नल अफेर्स, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ द होम अफेर्स. Instead of passing the resolution, already I had done the letter had gone to the Home Ministry, so that we can follow up this with the Home Ministry. I personally will call you also for an external affairs. ताज्या पयलीं तांकां कितें उलोवपाक जाय ना. But issue is a genuine issue. We are ready to help for this. तूं उलय त्या पयलीं.
स्पीकर सर, हांव म्हाज्या मुख्यमंत्र्याक करेक्ट करूंक सोदतां. तो म्हणटा वी आर विथ यू. आमी परते म्हणटात वी आर विथ यू. जेन्ना काय तूं तुमकां सपोर्ट करतालो तेन्नाय डबल इंजीन आशिल्लें. तेन्ना मिश्कितान दिलें की बाबा तें तशें न्ही म्हणून. आतांय तुमचे मंत्र्याचेर एक एलिगेशन आहा. खरें म्हणना हांव तें. सो वी आर विथ यू. सेकंड, तुमचो प्रेसिडेंट जो राज्यसभेचो खासदार आसा ताणें हेंच मूव केलां, आमी मूव केलां तें राज्यसभेन. तेंच डिमांड केलां ताणें की अशें तुमी कॅन्सलेशन करूं नाकात म्हणून. सो आमी कांय नवें करना. आमी तुमी थंय करता तें आमी हांगा करतात. आनी तुजो डबल इंजीन सरकार आहा. सो तुवें तें करून घेवंक जाय. तुजी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जाता. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेर्स, एक्सटर्नल अफेर्स सगळे इनवॉल्ड आहा, आमकांय खबर आहा. आनी तातूंत एक स्टेटमेंट आहा एक्सटर्नल अफेर्स मिनिस्टराचो, दॅट ड्युअल सिटीजनशीप इज अंडर कन्सिडरेशन. ही हॅज नॉट डिनायड. दो लिगल पोजिशन इज दॅट ड्युअल सिटीजनशीप इज नॉट अलाउड, ही हॅज सेड इट इज अंडर कन्सिडरेशन. कित्याक आयचो प्रधानमंत्री सगळ्यान म्हत्व चड डायस्पोराक दिता. इवन बीजेपीची 2014ची कॅम्पेन भायर इंडियेचे भायर पयलीं सुरवात जाल्ली, मागीर इंडियन आयली. सो स्पीकर सर, आमी उलयतात ते डायस्पोरा खातीर. सेकंड, ते सगळे गोंयकारूच म्हणटकर एक अशें आहा की थोड्या गोंयकारांची परिस्थिती आज अशी जाल्ली आहा की हांगाय ना आनी थंय ना. ते खंय आहा. ताणें बाब कालुसान सारकें तुमकां लिगल पोजिशन सांगलां. हांव अदवोगाद न्ही, पूण सादें कोंकणीन जर सांगतलो जाल्यार ते हांगाय ना थंय ना आनी ते गोंयकार. आमी तांकां सगळे वळखतात. आतां पळय बेन्सी सांगता की बापूय जर रेजिस्टर्ड जाल्लो आहा जाल्यार भुरगीं आनी बायलूय गेली म्हणून सोमतीच कितें तरी आयल्या खंय ऑर्डर. हें म्हाका खबर नाशिल्लें, हें ताणें सांगलां. सो स्पीकर सर, इश्यूज दोन आहात. एक इशू कितें, द प्रोसेस फॉलोड टू रिवोक द सिटीजनशीप, आनी दुसरो सिच्युएशन फेस्ड बाय दोज पेरंट्स हू वर बॉर्न बिफोर 1961 who registered their birth so that the children could acquire Portuguese passports, or individuals born before 61. पहिले केसीन पासपोर्ट कॅन्सल करप म्हणटा ती अगेन्स्ट नॅचरल जस्टीस, आनी नॅचरल जस्टीस इज अ युनिवर्सल रायट. स्पीकर सर, इफ यू वॉन्ट टू डिप्रायव समबडी ऑफ देअर इंडियन सिटीजनशीप, गव्हर्मेंट हॅज टू फॉलो सेक्शन 10 ऑफ द सिटीजनशीप एक्ट. सेक्शन 10 कितें म्हणटा, सेक्शन 10 कितें म्हणटा तें तुका हांव सांगता. हें सगळें आसा, बट आय डोंट वॉन्ट टू गो इन टू लिगलीज, कित्याक आमी कांय अदवोगाद न्ही. पुणून ताका प्रोसेस आहा. प्रोसेस इज वॉट? प्रोसेस इन शॉर्ट इट इज दॅट द पार्टी हॅज टू बी हर्ड बिफोर यू कॅन्सल द पासपोर्ट. यू कांट जस्ट समरली कॅन्सल इट. सो स्पीकर सर, बेजीक म्हणटा तें आर्बिट्ररीली कॅन्सल करूंक जायना. तिसरें कितें आहा, MEAचो सर्क्युलर आशिल्लो हो सर्क्युलर इतले ते पब्लीक कित्याक केलो ना? आतां सडनली 15 ते 20 वर्सांनी उठतात आनी तुमी सांगतात की एक पर्टिक्युलर सेक्शन म्हणजे हेंच ना म्हणून ते इंडियन सिटीजनूच न्ही म्हणून. हे 20 वर्सां न्हिदले कित्याक? आनी 20 वर्सांचेच मॅक्झिमम पिरियड डबल इंजिनूच आशिल्लें. सो आमी ऑल ऑफ अस आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल. स्पीकर सर, सो आतां स्पीकर सर हाजेर येवया. What to do about the people who have registered their birth in Portugal but want to remain Indian citizens? अशें धरया की हांवें रेजिस्टर केलें, म्हजो बर्थ केलो रेजिस्टर, कितें म्हणटात रे ताका, वॉट इज इट कॉल्ड? ना ना, इट्स कॉल्ड, वॉट इज दॅट प्रोसेस? ना रे ताका, ना ना, इन्स्क्रिप्शन हांव तें हांवें केलें, पूण म्हाका इंडियन सिटीजन उरपाक जाय. हांवें मागीर कितें करप? स्पीकर सर, पॉंडिचेरीन एक ऑर्डर आसा, इट इज कॉल्ड सिटीजनशीप पॉंडिचेरी ऑर्डर 1962. ते कितें म्हणटात? when a person was a minor during liberation.
एक मिनट मोशन कर.
Under Rule 16, the rule of procedure and conduct of business, I move a motion to extend the duration of the sitting of the House by 1 hour.
The motion is that duration of the sitting of the House extended by 1 hour. Those who favor aye.
Aye.
The duration of the sitting of the House is extended by 1 hour.
स्पीकर सर, पॉंडिचेरीन असो कायदो आहा. पॉंडिचेरी वॉज अ फ्रेंच कॉलनी. थंय कायदो कितें आहा की जेन्ना मनीस 18 वर्सांचो जाता आनीक ही वॉज मायनर बिफोर लिबरेशन, म्हळ्यार ही वॉज रजिस्टर्ड देर, जाल्यार ही गेट 6 months आफ्टर ही 18 years ऑफ एज, ताका फ्रेंच जाय काय इंडियन जाय हो चॉयस करपाक मेळटा. अशे भशेन आमी कित्याक करूंक शकना हो म्हजो प्रश्न आहा. स्पीकर सर, 1961 पयलीं जे कोण गोंयकार आशिल्ले ते सगळे पुर्तुगेज सिटीजन. तूं कितल्याय पुर्तुगालाक गाळी मार, ते सगळे पुर्तुगेजूच. 61 पयलीं हांव न्ही, आमी अर्जेंटिनियन बट नॅचरलायज्ड, कितें रे? सो द पॉयंट इज सगळे पुर्तुगेजूच. तुम्ही कोणूय जर म्हणटा ते पुर्तुगेज म्हणटा, आनी केन्ना केन्ना आमचो प्रधानमंत्री विवा पुर्तुगालूय म्हणटा, ते तुमी मागीर म्हणटले हांगा. विवा पुर्तुगाल म्हणपाक कितें लज दिसूंक जायना? कॉस्टा म्हणून आशिल्लो तो गोंयकार, आनी ताजे बरोबर आमचे प्रधानमंत्र्यान म्हणिल्लें हा विवा पुर्तुगाल म्हणून. त्या म्हणजे तुम्ही म्हणटाले विवा पुर्तुगाल म्हणल्यार गाळ म्हणून, तशी गाळ न्ही ती. स्पीकर सर, एक कितें केलां, लोकांनी कित्याक पोर्तुगीज सिटीजनशीप रजिस्ट्रेशन केली? भुरग्याक एक बरो फुडार दिवपाक, आनी कांय न्ही. तें तो पुर्तुगालाक वचून रावपाक न्ही, ताका EUन एक चॅनल मेळपाक, एक ओपनिंग मेळपा खातीर ताणें केल्लें. सो एक्सटर्नल अफेर्साची जी ऑर्डर आसा, जी अंडर सेक्शन 7 ऑफ द 1955 सिटीजनशीप एक्ट, ही ऑप्शन हातून ऑप्शन दिवपाक मेळपाक जाय इंडियन सिटीजनशिपाक. तुका इंडियन सिटीजनशीप जाय वो नाका, हें दीस इज वॉट वी नीड टू डू. स्पीकर सर, अशें जर तुमकां दिसता की एक पर्टिक्युलर कम्युनिटी डिसफ्रँचायज जातली म्हणून, हें जालें जावन तुमी एक तकलेन धरात, चड गुजराती आहा हातून, मोर गुजरातीज वील गेट डिसफ्रँचायज देन सम कॅथलिक्स. डोंट थिंक सगळे रजिस्टर्ड जाले ते दादरा नगर हवेलीच्यान खूब जातात. सो स्पीकर सर, वस्तुस्थिती अशी आहा की आमकां सहानुभूती आसपाची गरज आहा. कित्याक हें सगळ्यांक हें ओपोजिशनाचें आनी CM म्हणटा ते वी आर विथ यू न्ही, वी आर विथ यू. तुमकां प्रॉब्लेम आहा हो, आनी तुमचे राज्यसभेचे खासदार आनी पार्टी प्रेसिडेंटान वयर काडिल्लें आहा. म्हाका खात्री आहा की तुमी आतां तें डबल इंजीन दाखोवचें, इलेक्शनाचे पयलीं हो इश्यू सॉल्व करचो. थँक्यू.
विरेश बोरकर.
Speaker sir, I raise to support the resolution moved by Honorable MLA Adv Carlos Ferreira. Speaker sir, खूब गरजेची आनी खूब इम्पॉर्टंट जी गजाल आसा, आतां आमच्या कार्लोस बाबान सगळें एक्सप्लेन केल्लें आसा, पण सांगपाक सोदता की जे आयज गोंयभरान कितलेशे जाण आमचे भाव भयणी ह्यो आउट ऑफ गोवा आसा, UK आसा, आनी पुर्तुगेज पासपोर्ट थोड्यां कडेन आसा, थोड्यां कडेन OCI होल्डर्स आसा. आतां OCI होल्डर्स ओवरसीज सिटीजन आसा. पुर्तुगेज पासपोर्ट थोड्यांक आतां जशें सांगलें त्या भशेन जो रायट आसा, हो रायट तांकां मेळपाक जाय, रिन्युअल करपाक रायट मेळपाक जाय. मात आतां अशें येयलां, आतां रिसंटली म्हाका पासून खूब जाणांनी मॅसेजीस घातल्यो, तितून क्लियर कट हें दिता की रिन्युअल पासून करपाक मेळना. समज तो आपणाचे एक्जिस्टींग पासपोर्ट आसा, इंडियन पासपोर्ट आसा, आनी इंडियन पासपोर्ट रिन्युअल करपाक वयता, नाल्यार तो रिन्युअल करूंक मेळना. सो हें खंय ना खंय जे ऑलरेडी आसा तांकांय तुमी डिक्लायन करता. सो सेंटर गव्हर्मेंटाक खंय ना खंय हें पावोवपाक जाय की बाबा हो इफेक्ट जाता, आनी इट वील इफेक्ट ड्रास्टिकली. आतां मेन म्हटल्यार आतां थोडे जाण म्हणटाले की आमकां कांय फरक पडना, मात फरक पडटलो, गोंयाक फरक पडटलो. कारण जी इकॉनॉमी आसा आयज कितलेशे जाणांचो इकॉनॉमिक सोर्स जो आसा तो हांगा बँकीन आसा, गोंयच्या बँकीनी आसा. तुमकां सगळ्यांक खबर आसतलें कितलेशे फिक्स्ड डिपॉझीट आसा ते हांगा इन्वेस्टमेंट करता, भायरसून येवन इन्वेस्टमेंट करता आनी ते गेल्या कित्याक आयज खंय ना खंय तेंचें काम धंदो मेळना, तेका लागून आयज थंय पावले ते. आनी तेका लागून खंय ना खंय तांकां सपोर्ट करपाक जाय. आनी आतां बाकीच्या कलिग्सांनी डिस्कस केल्लें आसा की कितें लिगल हें आसा तो, लिगल क्लॉज कितें आसा तो. मात हो आमच्या गोंयच्या थ्रू, आतां गोंयांच्या थ्रू थंय पावपाक जाय, सेंटराक पावपाक जाय आनी हेजेर कितें ना कितें एक्शन प्लॅन करपाक जाय. आतां राज्यसभा जो आमचो राज्यसभा MP आसा तेणेनूय थंय मांडलेलें. तशेंच आमच्या विधानसभेन एक रेजोल्युशन हें पास जावपाक जाय, तें रेजोल्युशन वयर पावोंक जाय. आनी म्हाका दिसता सगल्यांनी सगळे जे मेंबर्स आसा तेंच्यांनी रेजोल्युशन सपोर्ट करपाक जाय. कारण हो खूब गरजेचो आसा. फाल्यां तांकां रुलींग MLAंकूय येतले, तेंचे वोटर्सूय येतले की बाबा असो इश्यू जाला म्हणून, आनी हो इश्यू आमकां इफेक्ट जाता म्हणून. कित्याक आयचो पासून म्हाका आयज पासून एक रिपोर्ट येयला की तो आपणाच्या भुरग्याक रजिस्टर करपाक गेलो रिन्युअल करपाक लागून, पण रिन्युअल जायना. आतां इंडियन सिटीजन ऑलरेडी तेजे कडेन आसा, पण ती रिन्युअल जायना म्हटल्यार फुडें खूब प्रॉब्लेम जातलो. सो हेजेर खंय ना खंय आमी सगळे विधानसभेचे मेंबर्स जे आसा सगळ्यांनी डिसिजन घेवपाक जाय. आनी हो जो आमचो कन्सर्न आसा हो वयर सेंट्रलाक पावोवपाक जाय, इतलेच मागणी आसा. आनी म्हाका दिसता सगळे आमचे हे विधायक आसा ते ही फुडें व्हरतले. थँक्यू.
Yes. Sri Cruz Silva.
Speaker, sir, I stand to support the resolution moved by Adv Carlos. Speaker, sir, Goan migrated in the early 20th century onwards as the Portuguese could not provide employment opportunities. Immigration created a unique model of remittance economy which brought affluence in the village. Due to their food habits, knowledge of English, and their assimilation with the Western world, more Christians migrated to other countries. After liberation also, Goans worked on the ships and in the Gulf. And with the European Union formation, they started working in European countries using Portuguese passport. Speaker, sir, registration of birth in Portuguese is a privilege provided to Goans by the Portuguese government. Many are not aware that registration of birth amounts to Portuguese citizenship. Many take passport to go to other European countries for employment. Speaker, sir, there are two types of people, a section of which takes Portuguese passport and the other section which register the birth to facilitate their children to take their Portuguese passport. By Portuguese law, registration of birth amounts to Portuguese citizenship. Many are not aware of their legal position and are caught in a web of being declared Portuguese citizens by sheer ignorance. Grant of OCI status is a right of all citizens and that cannot be denied to those who have taken Portuguese passport or who have registered their birth in Portuguese. In view of a privilege being provided by Portuguese government to register their birth to those who have not taken Portuguese passport, the central government must work out a scheme of providing amnesty in case they have not taken passport. Dual citizenship is a progressive step. Almost half the world accept dual citizenship. The government of India should propose grant of citizenship as no issue of security or economy are involved, taking in consideration that the OCI provide for multiple visa-free entry to the country and impose no economic restriction on OCI holders. Thank you, sir.
Sri Alton de Costa.
Speaker, sir, I rise to support the resolution moved by my colleague, Advocate Carlos. Speaker, sir, first let me bring to your notice that this government should safeguard the interest of Goans in this dual citizenship and OCI cards. Speaker, sir, muddo basic karan amge goinkar to move abroad is for a better living and a fine employment. And magsta sarkaran oilan choda adar korpa da kidein nokryank inga jogni jatai anik nokryo nai. So this is the basic need for, means that was a thing need to go travel abroad. So I feel that sarkaran much delay, we should support them. And in fact, they have continued their connect with our motherland. Goinkara inte mo gaha thodi dal mai pai tingala burigi tingala mai pai gaha. Speaker, sir, and that foreign exchange and revenue what they get from foreign countries like that England, it brings a lot of revenue. So I feel that this resolution this government should adopt and support. Thank you, Speaker, sir.
Yes. Sri Venji Vegas.
Because, sir, I stand by to support the resolution placed by our colleague Shri Kalus. And Speaker Sir, what I would like to put down is, Speaker Sir, आज गोंयकार जे भायर गेलो आहे तांकां दोन भाशेन त्रास जालो आहे. एक त्रास जे कोणे आपल्यागे बर्थ रजिस्टर केलो हा ते आज सांडलो आहे. बर्थ रजिस्टर केलो हा पूण तेमको पासपोर्ट इंडियन आहली आनी आतां तेंगेली जी भुरगीं आहाय तेंगे जी भुरगीं आहाय हेज्या मुखार तेंगे भुरग्यांक आतां न्यू क्लॉज येयले ते 18 years and above जे जाच पयले पायको समज बर्थ रजिस्टर केलो हा पासपोर्ट हा पोर्चुगीज पासपोर्ट हा आनी तेगे भुरगो 18 years सकयल हा 10 वर्सां भुरगा आनी पासपोर्ट रिन्यू करपा जाय इंडियन पासपोर्ट. सो इंडियन पासपोर्ट रिन्यू करपा जायना म्हणजे त्या भुरग्याक परत खंय वचपा जाय शिकपा वचपा जाय तेका पासपोर्ट ना. सो बेसिकली ही डजंट हॅव अ ट्रॅवल डॉक्युमेंट बिकॉज हीज फादर हॅज अ पोर्चुगीज डॉक्युमेंट or he is registered over there. So this is one issue which is now coming up over all everywhere. कित्याक 2-3 दीस जाले हेच चलता काल येयला आहे. So now we have to intervene into this because I have shared Home Ministry के वेबसायटीचेर एक नोटीस येता आनी त्या नोटिसाचेर म्हणटा Indian citizen desiring to renounce the citizenship of India may please note that if any persons either the father or mother ceases to be a citizen of India under subsection 1 of section 8 of the Citizenship Act 1955, every minor child of that person shall cease to be a citizen of India under subsection 2 of section 8. So आता इतू आम ट्रॅपां सगळे पडटाय ऑल नॅशनलिटीज जे आहाय ते सेफ आहाय पूण आमगे आतां इतले जे गोंयकारूय आहाय नॉन गोवन्स दुसऱ्या स्टेटीन तुले आसतले कितले जाण एश कोन हे सिट्युएशनां पडलेले. सो इमिजिएट रिलीफ हाडपा जाय फॉर दीस पर्टिक्युलर बाय एमेंडिंग नाजाल्यार कितें जातलें. Because sir, tension rise जायता. If you see today on the website of theirs, there is a lot of stress going on. It could lead to unnecessary reaction of people for no reason. गोरजे भायल कोणी कितें suicide करपा attempt करपा शकता कोणी कितें करपा शकता. So I think immediate action has to be taken and I think this matter has to be resolved with at least some assurance that आमी आमगेलो सरकार इंगसोन सेंट्रला होम मिनिस्ट्रीक आमी मेसेज धाडल्या आनी हें एक 15 दिसांनी 20 दिसां भितर सॉर्ट आउट जातलें. पॅनीक जायना काय. डू नॉट पॅनीक बिकॉज रिन्युअल जायना म्हूण आय थिंक दीस मेसेज हॅज टू गो अँड दीस रेझोल्युशन हॅज टू बी पास्ड बाय ऑल ऑफ अस अँड देन इट हॅज टू बी लिफ्टेड अप दॅट वी ऑल युनॅमिनसली सपोर्ट दीस रेझोल्युशन सो दॅट सगळ्यांगे कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी ही परिस्थिती जाल्ली आहा आनी ह्या परिस्थितीतूं सगळे भाशेन कम्युनिटी आहा जे भाशेन आमगे कलिगान म्हणलां हितूं सगळे भाशेन कम्युनिटी आहा आनी दुसरे भाशेन गुजराती आहाय म्हणटा ते भाशेन म्हाका दिसता all kind of communities will be having these passports. Speaker sir.
Shri Nilesh Kabra.
Speaker sir, I rise to discuss the resolution, private member resolution moved by my colleague Carlos Ferreira, MLA, Honorable MLA Carlos Ferreira. And also, Honorable CM is on record that the sentiments of the government is also with him. However, we have to work out an amicable solution. If you go to the resolution moved by my colleague, Advocate Carlos Ferreira, it is because he understands what is law. And he's a senior advocate. He's been present in Goa, state of Goa also in the past. And if you see what he says that requested to permit dual citizenship to those covered by the Goa Daman and Diu Citizens Order and who have since registered their births in Portugal by virtue of Portuguese nationality law as in force until such time those who were under such belief they have not acquired foreign citizenship by mere registration of their births in Portugal be permitted to cancel their Indian citizens and obtain OCI cards. The resolution is like this, Speaker sir. If we look into this resolution, Speaker sir, I will just go with the belief that my colleague, Honorable MLA Vijay Sardesai also has brought the mention. He said he is born an Argentinian, not a French national. But he referred to Pondicherry. I will just go to that Pondicherry, what it means. If you go to that, the Indian Citizen Act of 1955 under section 7, where the government has brought, the central government has brought a special act for the citizens of Pondicherry, where they have allowed them, Speaker sir, it was happened in 1962. The order is also citizenship. The order may be called the Citizenship (Pondicherry Order 1962). It is after we got liberation, Speaker sir. It is appointed day means 16th day of August 1962. It gives that particular person whether to decide within 6 months whether there is no dual. Please correct us. Option. Yeah. Whether to decide whether I want to be Indian citizen or whether I want to be a French citizen. It also gives the children, if the father or mother have registered themselves as French national, till after the age of 18, they themselves can also decide whether they want to be Indian nationals or they want to remain a French national. So this particular act was brought for the citizens of Pondicherry and it is still followed as of today. Speaker sir, I would like request Honorable CM that since we got liberated in 1961, this particular act also comes for us. But dual citizenship, I cannot say, because dual citizenship, it is the entire country's decision. But some legislatures or some people have already registered their birth or were born, like my father was born before 1961. My mother was born before 1961. So they are, whether they are Portuguese nationals or no, was never asked for them in 1962. So let this come back to them and let them decide whether we have, because my father's birth also is registered in, he has also a Portuguese passport. He has all Portuguese documents, Speaker sir. That does not mean I am a Portuguese national. So what I am trying to say, Speaker sir, this resolution can be adopted in such a way, if Honorable CM and everybody agrees, that on the lines of the Pondicherry Act, which was modified in 1955 for the Pondicherry citizens, this can be modified and let them decide, whoever is there with this citizenship already registered in 1961 or whenever they went to, whether they want to be Indian citizens or want to be Portuguese citizens. I think this is a sensible thing to be taken forward in the External Affairs Ministry, the Home Ministry, as Honorable CM may discuss. And I would like to support with a modified resolution because there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong in this, Speaker sir. And Honorable CM sentiments are also in the same direction. It's not that we are against them. It is for them, for us to decide. So if Honorable CM agrees and if my colleague Carlos Bab agrees, it could modify it in such a way this resolution can be adopted by the House, wherein clarification is sought and whether we can be made for the citizens of Goa on the same lines of Pondicherry, where today, as of today, we decide whether we want to be Portuguese nationals or whether we want to be Indian nationals. This is something which I will request the government to take forward in this resolution. That's all, Speaker sir.
Yes, Sri Digambar Gamach.
म्हजो कलीग बाब एडवोकेट काल्लूस फेरेरा हाणें जें रेजोल्युशन हावसा मुखार हाडलां ताजेर उलोवपाक हांव उबो आसा. नाव दीस रेजोल्युशन एक्चुअली स्पिक्स अबाउट द डिफिकल्टीज फेस्ड बाय द गोवन पीपल. वेगळी वेगळी रिजन्स आसतलीं. मागीर थोड्यांनी कितें डॉक्युमेंटेशन घेतलां आसत, थोड्यांनी आपलो हें रजिस्टर केल्लें आसत, पूण प्रश्न कितें जाता की तांकां हांगाय ना आनी थंय ना अशें जावपाक जायना. आतां एक हांगा डिस्कशना वेळार लक्षांत आयलें की पॉंडिचेरीक एक कायदो केल्लो आसा जातून दे गीव ऑप्शन टू द सिटिजन्स ऑफ पॉंडिचेरी वेदर दे वूड लायक टू बी वीथ इंडिया ऑर वीथ फ्रेंच असो एक तांचो कायदो आसा. त्या धर्तेचेर सेंट्रल जातात. सो त्या धर्तेचेर अशें कितें जर गोंयकारां खातीर म्हणजे हो प्रश्न कितें आसा, हो वेरियस गोंयकारांचो डिफरंट टायप प्रश्न आसा. कारण हांगा आमी पळयलां एसेंब्लीक म्हजो कलीग हांव आशिल्लो तेन्ना कलीग कायतू होय हांगा आमदार आशिल्लो तेन्ना ताजोय प्रश्न हांगा खूब फाटी रेज जाला, मॅटर हायकोर्टांत गेल्लें. आनी म्हणून अशें हातूंतल्यान एक परमनंट सोल्युशन काडटलो जाल्यार म्हज्या कोतान चीफ मिनिस्टर शूड टेक दीज इशू सिरियसली with Home Department and External Affairs Department, who are the authorities, and try to convince them to see that it's the interest of the Goa and Goans. नाल्यार खुबश्यो केसीस अश्यो जावपाक शकतात, तातूंतल्यान लोकांक सिरियस प्रॉब्लेम जावपाक शकता. सो हांव मागतां मुख्यमंत्र्या कडेन की तांणी इंटरवेन जावन कशा पद्दतीन हो इशू रिजॉल्व जावपाक शकता, जाता तितले बेगीन ताचे खातीर प्रयत्न करचे.
Sri Rudha Fernandes.
स्पीकर सर, खुबशे आमचे गोंयकार तेंचे प्रॉब्लेम कितें जाल्यार तेंची भुरगीं भायर वचूंक सोदता म्हणून तेंच्या माय पायक थिंगा रेजिस्टर करचो पडटा पयलें, आनी ती तो रेजिस्टर ना जाल्यार तेंचे पासपोर्टी जायना. ताका लागून भुरग्यांचे पासपोर्टी करूंक जाय म्हणून माय पायन रेजिस्टर केल्ले. आनी आतां तर माय पाय तेंचे भायर वचूंक सोदता जाल्यार तेंकां एअरपोर्टार आडयता. आनी तेंचें अशें जाल्लेलें आसा सिट्युएशन की ते हिंगचेय न्हू जाल्या आनी तिंगचेय न्हू जाल्या. आतां व्हडल्या सिट्युएशनाचेर खूब गरज आहा आमच्या गोवमेंटान आमच्या लोकांक हेल्प करपाक. कित्याक OCI आदी आसली ती आतां ते एक्सेप्ट करिना. ताका लागून आतां आमच्या काब्राल निलेश काब्राल आमचो ऑनरेबल MLA तेणें आतां बऱ्यांतलें बरें सजेशन दिलां. तेच भाशेन आमी फुडें व्हरोन हांव मागता CMA कडेन की हो प्रपोजल फुडें व्हरोन हो गोंयकारांचो जो इश्यू आहा तो सॉल्व करचो. थँक्यू.
Yes. Before reply is given, I'll just clarify one small aspect. There has been a lot of news about Pondicherry, and I studied the position, legal position. Pondicherry asle kasle na. I've just sent it on WhatsApp to you till the print comes. The Pondicherry citizenship order. It says this, that subject to provision of paragraph 2, every national born in Pondicherry and domiciled therein or elsewhere in India on the appointed day shall, as from that day, be a citizen of India. Straight away, tenka citizen of India kela. Then there is also a provision, kono outside Pondicherry ha jalya, teka time dillo to opt, you want to continue citizenship of France or you want to be citizens of India. Similarly, what I think my colleague Vijay Sardesai pointed out, why?
I have.
You have the copy.
I have.
So it also speaks of citizen of India. Another point which he pointed about, that 6 months period of giving an option, Vijay, I want to point out that our citizenship order itself has got a provision. I don't know if you have read that, which says that in case of a child, the declaration and the proceeding proviso of the father, or if he is dead, of the mother, or if both parents are dead, of the legal guardian, shall determine the citizenship or nationality of such child if on the date of such declaration he is below 18 years of age. But such child may, within 6 months of attaining age of 18, make a declaration in writing to administrator of Goa, Daman and Diu or any other authority specified by him in the behalf that he wishes to acquire Indian citizenship, and thereupon he shall become a citizen of India. So that means that child has that option of within 6 months to opt.
After 18.
After 18. So Nilesh Cabral may understand that this is the position. So bringing a resolution to modify with that.
I told the same thing to you, that the child was given an option when he becomes 18 years whether to become an Indian or French citizen if the registration is done by their parents.
The registration.
So same way what I am saying is, if this act was given in 1962, this option was not given to Goans after 61. So I am requesting, so appointed day we can say 1961 and 6 months thereof. So whoever has this problem, like my Rudal Bab said, that their parents had registered their birth, today they want to stay in Goa. There are so many people, maybe their children want to go. So this option which is there, which is not given to Goans in 1961, you cannot have dual citizenship. That is a constitutional part. It is for the entire country. But at least today, because this issue about renewing the Indian passport is coming into air, where Portuguese government has given a letter to the central government where they said that if you register a birth, you will become a Portuguese national. That is why External Affairs has brought this, that the Indian passport holders cannot renew their passport if they have registered a birth. Now all those documents are coming. So if this option, if can be given within your resolution and sent to the central government, that give us this option, and then Form A, Form B can be given, then it is for us to decide. Till they decide about the dual citizenship for the entire country. This is what I had also requested, Honorable Sir.
गोंयचो MP जॉन फर्नांडीस जेन्ना राज्यसभेन आशिल्लो तेन्ना ताणें सेवरल टायम्स ही हॅज मेड दीस रिप्रेजेंटेशन की सिटीजनशीप एक्टान एमेंडमेंट हाडून प्रोविजन स्विच ऑन स्विच ऑफ फ्रॉम इंडियन सिटीजनशीप टू OCI तांकां हें ऑप्शन मेळचें हें ताणें रेज केल्लें आहा राज्यसभेन तेन्नाच्यान. सो दीस इज ऑल्सो अंडर कन्सिडरेशन. इट इज नॉट दॅट इट इज न्यू, बट फ्रेंच एट दॅट टायम गेव दॅम दॅट ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी. Just like the Portuguese gave you this opportunity to take their passports. But here opportunity of option was not given then, which Indian government can today give. Because it's Bharata Khatir.
I will just place that Pondicherry order on.
I have.
You got it.
I have. Speaker sir, first time there is good debate. All the members have contributed. Okay, they have studied, they have given their idea, they have taken the information from everywhere. So first of all, I am congratulating all those who have participated in this debate. it is a healthy and educated debate on this private member resolution. First of all, I'm congratulating you. There is a good topic you have brought in front of the House. सगळ्यात पहिले हांव खरोखरूच ताजें अभिनंदन करता जेन्युइन गोंयकारांचो विशय जे 1961 पासून आतां पर्यंत कडे कदाचित हाज्या पयलीं आयले आसतलो पण इतको डिटेलान ताजेर केन्ना चर्चा जाली ना म्हणजे हांव 12 वर्सां आसा एकदां मदीं केन्ना तरी फक्त विशय आयल्लो पण तेजी तितकी डिटेलान चर्चा जावंक ना बट आज प्रायवेट मेंबर रेजोल्युशन आसल्या कारणान I have studied and all of you also studied. Speaker sir, हांव चड डिटेलान न वता हांव मुद्दाम सांगता की आय एम ऑल्सो कन्सर्न अबाउट दीस म्हणून Indian Citizenship Act 1955 governs the matter related to the Indian citizenship. Under this act, the individual who acquired the Indian citizenships are not allowed to hold the dual citizenship. That is true. If a person obtaining the Indian citizenship, they are required to renounce their citizenship of any other country. Okay, Goans holding the Portuguese citizenship, around approximately the 50,000 of the Goans approximately have registered their birth in Portugal. This provision was offered by the state former colonial rule to those born before Goa liberation in 1961 and to their children. सगळ्यां खातीर आशिल्लो. However, many of these individuals hold neither a Portuguese passport nor a billet de identidad means that is identity card. Some Goans who have registered their birth in Portugal have also obtained a Portuguese passport or ID card and which are seen a ticket to working in Europe. Okay. आता next 1961 जाल्या उपरांत the decree has issued stating that all the residents of Goa and who will be deemed to have become the citizen of India unless they are voluntarily opted for the nationality of Portugal or any other country. That is the decree issued. ज्या कोणी पोर्तुगाल सिटीजनशीप घेवंक नासले एज यू नो वेरी वेल किंवा दुसऱ्या कंट्रीची ऑटोमॅटिकली जाले जो रायट आमी म्हणटा आतां जाचेर आमी हाजेर उलयले फॉर पॉंडिचेरी सगळे जाण सगळे ऑर्डर्स आनी येते खंय गेलो तर एनीहाव तो ऑप्शन which is not given at that time for the Goan. 1961 जाल्या उपरांत खरें म्हणजे ज्यांचे पेरेंट्स पोर्तुगाल रजिस्टर्ड केल्ले पोर्तुगाला गेल्ले तूं म्हणटा तशें तांकां जर 18 years जाल्या उपरांत 6 म्हयने तें ऑप्शन गोंयकारांक दिलें ना आनी डेट ऑल्सो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेर्स हॅव पास डेट ऑर्डर स्पेशली फॉर डेट पॉंडिचेरी यू गो थ्रू डेट नॉट फॉर ऑल कागद खंय तरी पडलो Yes, see this. The Ministry of the External Affairs order on the 29th of November 1962 and their establishment of the Pondicherry Caroline means for them only it is. Right?
No.
For all?
I'll show you our Goa citizenship order.
Okay. No, but this is there.
No, there's provision also here.
There is provision. Okay.
I'm sorry, there's one copy. Just pass it after you take that copy.
The order may be called the Citizenship Pondicherry Order 1962.
So same thing is there in the Goa citizenship order. God amend you. Last para chaito. Right side.
That decree passed in that?
Right side. Last para.
Provided that further case of the child of the declaration and the preparation of the proviso, further the mother and both the parents have it and the legal guardian determine the citizenship or nationality of the children declared and below the 18 years at the age of 6 months of tenure. Yes. But it implement now.
No, implement it is operating by law.
But this is an
no, the left side is a different one, right side is
okay, go ahead and citizen.
The book copy.
Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, but how एक issue zalo. Another issue is there is one case, as you know, in High Court. Okay, there is already one case in the High Court, and which is on the 12 February 2024 आशिल्ली. Ministry of External Affairs तांच्यानी affidavit दिला की आमी given the affidavit.
Renewal of passport. That is different case.
No, that is the same case.
That is, person's parent was already given in 2019 an Indian citizenship passport. So there was no reason to deprive the child of the passport.
Okay. You are talking about that case of
South Goa.
Ena Fernandez.
Oh, South Goa.
South Goa. Yeah. Ena Fernandez versus the Union of the Through the Affairs. Okay. He case asa. He case asa. I mean, Minister of the Home Affairs ha koi barayla. So, माझी request asa. We are very much serious. त्या खातीर कन्सर्न हे मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेअर्स आणि होम अफेअर्स ह्या दोगांय कडेन इन डिटेलान डिस्कस करूया. वी विल कम अप टू द सोल्युशन. म्हणजे ॲट प्रेझेंट ह्या इश्यूचेर रेझोल्युशन म्हणजे डायरेक्टली डील्स विथ द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेअर्स आणि होम अफेअर्स. हाजेर आमी डायरेक्टली रेझोल्युशन घेतले आनी हो रिजॉल्व जातलो असो इश्यू ना. म्हणून माझी रिक्वेस्ट आसा की हाजे कन्सर्न आमी विदीन अ मंथ whatever we want to write for the external affairs, we'll write for the external affairs. So Home Minister हांवें पर्सनली बरयला. पयर मेळ्ळो तेन्ना हांवें सांगला, तांणी सांगला की जाता तितके बेगीन हेका आमी तुमकां रिप्लाय करता एंड वॉट एवर द डिसिजन वील कन्वे टू यू म्हणून. त्या खातीर म्हाजी रिक्वेस्ट आसा, वेळ पडलो तर आमी मिनिस्टर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेअर्सा कडेन मिटिंगूय घेवया. हांव तुमकांय कॉल करता त्या विशयाचेर. जाता तितके बेगीन घेवया. If I'm going on 17th, 18th, I'm in Delhi. I'm taking the time of the Ministry of External Affairs along with the Secretary also. And so that we are trying to resolve this issue from the Goa side also. So that to me, resolution, yeah, either fatigue.
May I just say one thing? We have a secretary here, Mr. Kandavelu. He is from Pondicherry.
Yes.
So he will also tell you that this dual citizenship.
I had already discussed with Mr. Kandavelu.
Yeah.
I had already discussed.
Yeah. So he is also knowing.
Yeah. We'll take him also, but separately discuss.
My request is, I don't want to come alone. Let all the parties come.
No problem.
Everybody will have to.
If the other representative also comes with the Ministry of External Affairs.
No, we don't want to come, but we can sit down to work
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And the next request is, don't give 1 month, because if you put a 1 month
Yeah,
horizon,
I'm taking the appointment on 17th because 17th I'm in Delhi.
because otherwise code of conduct may come.
हांव 17 तारखेक दिल्ली आसा. 17 तारखे दीस हांव टायम घेता. सेक्रेटरी, मिनिस्टर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेअर्स आनी वेळ पडलो जाल्यार होम मिनिस्ट्री ऑल्सो, आनी देन वील हॅव द जॉयंट मिटींग. 17 तारखे दीस हांव मिनिस्टर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेअर्साची
But
मिटींग
your time frame will be within 1 month.
17th, 18th ह्या दोनापैकी एक दीस मिनिस्टर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेअर्साची मिटींग घेता.
The meeting, then proposal.
Of course, we'll put our proposal.
proposal.
On the same day. We'll put our proposal. It's okay? Yeah. पहिले मेळटा तेच बेटा. पहिले ड्राफ्ट करून घेता. मिस्टर कंडावळू ऑल्सो नोज, एज यू नो, विल ड्राफ्ट फर्स्ट एंड देन ओके.
करता तुम्ही
On this assurance of the Honorable Chief Minister, I think we can accept.
येस. प्रश्न असो आसा, थाराव फाटी घेवपाची अनुमती दिवची काय कितें? जेका मान्य आसा ताणें हय म्हणचें, जेका मान्य ना ताणें ना म्हणचें. हय म्हणटाचें म्हणणें मान्य जालें, हय म्हणटाचें म्हणणें मान्य जालें, थाराव फाटी घेतलो. श्री डॉक्टर चंद्रकांत शेट्टे.
The House unanimously resolved that the government make it compulsory for every municipal corporation council